And we're about to taste some fantastic wine with some of the world's best chocolate. Are you excited?
Extremely.
All right. So this wine is a wine that we're going to be featuring by the glass at Bespoke, the wine shop of Travelers Rest. It's one I recently tasted at a wine tasting. It's from the Rothschild family. If you're familiar with Mouton Rothschild, one of the best Bordeaux in the world. This is from a winery that they purchased 20-something years ago in Chile. And this is their signature wine called Baronesa, after the Baroness Philippe Rothschild. The winery is Escudo Rojoa. Apologies to any of my Spanish-speaking friends if I mispronounce that. But this has been a labor of love of the family, the matriarch, the Baroness, and her children. And this is a wine they're very proud of. We'll give you our opinions after we taste this, but we're going to be tasting it with National Cocoa chocolate from a thought to be extinct species of cocoa. From this particular one is from Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Yeah, Ecuador. And I'm real excited because I haven't tasted this yet. But they thought this this particular species was extinct. It was considered before it was thought to be extinct, considered to be one of the very best chocolates in the world. Used a lot in fine German chocolates and things like that.
Okay.
It was found by a biologist who was doing, a botanist who was doing reforestation. He found these old trees and grafted them with new trees, and these bars have sold for as much as $100 a bar, this size bar. We'll be selling these.
So can I say it's worth the calories?
It's worth the calories. We hope. We haven't tried it yet, but we hope it's worth the calories. I have tried the wine. The wine is worth the calories.
Okay, good.
So without further ado, let's go ahead. I'm going to pour you a glass.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to pour me a glass.
The aroma's amazing.
Yeah. I'm going to hide behind the wine bottle. I'm going to get a look at the label here. It's a Baronesa. I believe, don't hold me to it yet, but we'll be selling this for around $65 a bottle. It's available in limited supply. I plan on purchasing enough of it for any of our patrons who in the first month or so want to come and try it. My opinion is this is all day $100 bottle of wine, having tasted it. But tell me what you think. What do you think of the color, first of all?
It's amazing. The aromas. I mean, you can smell it from your chest.
Yeah.
You smell it at your chin. It's almost like you can almost taste it in your palate just from smelling it.
Yeah, it's a dark garnet color.
Yes.
It's primarily Cabernet Savignon. It also has Cabernet Franc, and I'm sorry, it also has Malbec and Syrah, which is not normally used in a traditional Bordeaux, even though this, to me, tastes pretty much like any French Bordeaux. Mm-hmm. And it has the national grape of Chile, which is Carmenere, which is a great grape, and they've done amazing things with it. They're very proud of it in Chile. It has that mixed in, so it's a Bordeaux style wine with a little bit of a Chilean flair, and I can smell it from here as well.
Exactly.
And even with allergies, it's.
He give you exactly.
I mean, this is what a fine wine smells like.
Yes. Whenever you're ready, we can do this together.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Smooth.
It's
smooth. It's a little, but enough.
A little spice.
Yes,
yeah, that Carmenere at the end gives it a little spice.
It
it's kind of a it's kind
really
of a peppery, little peppery, but it's got a lot of fruit.
It definitely makes you want to take another sip.
Yeah, and it'll taste a little different the second time. It is tannic. It will age. I'm guessing this will be great after 10 to 15 years This particular vintage is fairly young, 2019, but it could easily sit 10 or 15 years. The tannins are small, soft, and smooth like you find in a great Bordeaux. Lots of fruit.
Wow. This is amazing. Out of the red wines I've drank, and I've drank in the past, this definitely is worth the calories.
Yeah, it's worth the calories. Yeah. And I don't shy away from calories normally, it's particularly for a great wine. But
exactly.
Yeah, and then so right here we'll break out the chocolate because fancy packaging here.
There you go.
And we're just gonna eat this with our hands, like the good Americans we are, because I don't think you can eat this with a knife and a fork, anyways.
Took out Mama's best china.
Mama's best china. Yeah, here we go. And just break you off a piece of that. I'm really excited about trying this chocolate.
Definitely. And I'm not even a chocolate lover. I like chocolate.
It's not too sweet.
Not at all.
But it doesn't taste like normal chocolate. This is not a Hershey's bar.
No, it's not.
All right, now try it with the Cabernet.
I never thought about drinking wine with my chocolate or candy. It changes the taste. It gives it a little bit more citrusy, what you said?
Citrusy, yeah.
Yeah.
Brings out the complexity in the wine.
It does.
It's a classic combination of chocolate and Cabernet, you pick up all of these different flavors.
Yes.
It's not like a normal experience.
Wow. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed, and even with this chocolate.
Now we promise to save some for your wife.
Oh,
so
I will.
When we get too close to the end there, we have to slow down.
I'll leave it on the plate for her.
Yeah. So what would you say? All right, you're shopping in Travelers Rest. You stop in for a glass of wine. Is this worth a bottle, a glass? Is it worth $25 for a bar of chocolate for the experience?
I want to say for the experience, it's a 10. For the bottle, buying one is disrespectful. You need two. If you come through, get two. Because after you drink one with your guest, you're going to be angry that you don't have one in the house.
Well, here's the crazy thing. All right, they come in 3-bottle cases.
There you go.
And you get the wooden case if you buy 3 bottles.
Fancy.
Yeah, fancy. Yeah, so why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Listen, thumbs up. It's a 10. It's a 10. And if you're in the area of 100%, then it's 100%. But it's great. It's a great wine, and the chocolate with it just does it wonders.
Yeah, and again, I've tasted a lot of different wines, and this to me reminds me of when Baron Philippe and Robert Mondavi got together and came up with Opus One. Which has been a hugely popular wine, very successful. It's a California wine that they collaborated on to come up with the Bordeaux style California Cabernet blend. This reminds me a lot of that, except for I'd say the difference is that Chilean flavor, the little spiciness on the end is different, and I'm really picking it up when I sip it with the chocolate.
Definitely do.
It really brings out the spiciness of it.
But to smell it, almost 3 feet, 2 feet from your face.
You don't even have to drink it.
You don't have to drink it.
Yeah.
It's almost like, why would you drink any other wine after you've tasted this and not get that experience?
Yeah.
It makes you at least appreciate why you're paying for the wine.
And I would say if you're used to drinking wines that are especially French wines, because this is a classic Bordeaux style wine, things like a Lynch Bage or a Pichon Longueville, these wines that are in that price range, this is right at that same quality. It's just not from France, and I am sure that they use the same winemakers they use in Bordeaux, because this wine couldn't taste any more like a Bordeaux to me. Wow. Like I said, the spiciness on the end is a little Chilean.
But
A little
it's
Chilean,
perfect,
but
yeah.
other than that, I mean, I would if I'd have tasted this blind, I'd 100% I'd have told you that's a Bordeaux. I mean, to me, you know, having tasted some of the great classic Bordeaux
Right.
and even some older ones, that's what a Bordeaux tastes like to me.
Well, hey, please.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for sharing the wine with me.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll see y'all at Bespoke, the wine shop of Travelers Rest.
Yeah, TWR.
All right, see y'all later.
All right,